This NFL preseason week 1 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBet. Bet $100 at WynnBet and get $100 free bet. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET to claim your free bet today.
Hey, it's Peyton Manning, and you're listening to SGPN. Let's ride.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Woo! Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
I'm alive.
Yes.
Thank you for caring.
Ryan is alive. Breaking news.
I survived.
Survived the treacherous course of 24 hours of best ball drafting.
Easy.
Lived to tell about it. I assume after the draft ended, you just left here and then immediately went home, caught a nap. Walk us through the rest.
Step one, we got the podcast out.
Yes.
Kind of just had to. Part of the plan was a little ramp down. Finally got out of here a couple hours after the show, and got home, and there was literal shit backing up into every bathroom of the house.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm sure. What have you done about this all day?
Disgusting act.
Nothing. Avoided it. Waited for you. Oh Jesus! All right. So
Dad literally has to clean up the
anyway.
shit.
Things get cleaned up. Everything's okay. I may have fallen asleep on the couch prematurely.
Yeah.
All right. I wake up.
I was talking to you. You had a plan, and that plan was to what? Stay up till like 8 o'clock.
I wanted to stay up to a normal time, then just crash out hard for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
I end up staying up no time at all. Like after this situation, I crash out, and I wake up to the most excruciating Charlie horse leg cramp I've ever. Lower leg, like shin splint style. I feel like I've been shot. I wake up. I don't know what's up, what's down. I'm clearly delirious. And I fucking horrible. Drank a bunch of water. Tried to stay awake for a little bit. Watched Hard Knocks. Shout out to Dan Campbell and the Goon Squad up there in Detroit. We can talk about this once you've watched it, Sean. But my big takeaway. Oh, and again, I might have been delirious, but I don't know who's getting excited about the Lions after watching.
You still have Jared Goff.
First of all, Jared Goff is like this goofy leader character, but it's more just like literally a bunch of meatheads. Meatheads are running the team.
When the Detroit Lions have a bad season, and I like Detroit. It was a fun city. They're a WynnBet casino state
true.
And a WynnBet sports bet state. Love the state of Michigan. Show me that hand. I like Detroit style pizza. I like Detroit sports fans are diehards. I feel bad for this Lions team. They should have drafted Malik Willis. You saw Malik Willis dropping dimes already in the Titans camp. That guy is a fucking dog. Can you imagine Malik Willis with Dan Campbell, dog on dog action? Just remember this. Remember that press conference where they were asking about Jared Goff? And the disdain on Dan Campbell's face when he was describing how Jared Goff just like wasn't getting it done, wasn't the guy. Nothing changed between then and now. The head coach is out on the quarterback. I'm gonna repeat that. The head coach is out on the quarterback. That is not a team that's going to surprise you in a positive way.
I think you actually learned a little bit why he probably doesn't like Jared Goff in this episode.
He's a pussy from California. All right. So I was just mentioning Michigan. Where are you at, Michigan? Love Detroit. Great town. A lot of fun when we visited. A lot of fun, mostly because I was just in that WynnBet casino. Fired up that WynnBet app. Got the 100% deposit bonus. Had an awesome time on the live blackjack stream. And the WynnBet Sportsbook, I cleaned up. I mean, it pays to go to Detroit, baby. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/ WYNNBET, and bet $100. Get that $100 risk-free bet. $100 free bet? Are you kidding me? Please go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/winbet so they know we sent you. We continue our 32 NFL team previews later on today. Going to be breaking down the Buffalo Bills, that win total, that division price, the AFC. We got Adam Pelletier on, so we could be talking Super Bowl. All those prices coming right from the Win Sportsbook, aka WinBet, and these preseason bets. Also WinBet. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at winbet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WinBet is available. If you're someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. And hey, make sure you check out Run Your Pool.
Oh.
We are running a free NFL Survivor pool. We will announce the contest shortly, but for now, just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. That's SURVIOR. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. Run Your Pool is like if you're running any sort of like office pool, and if you're listening to the show, you probably are the guy that's also in charge of the office pool.
Probably not our listener.
NFL Pick'em, fantasy pools, you can really customize it. Like confidence pools, those are always fun. So there is so much going on there. Pick'em, Survivor, like I said, and enter our pool, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor.
Haven't you seen Moonoff on Twitter? Constantly,
Yes.
hey, anyone want a little action? Hey, Survivor pool over here.
All right, I love this. We got the YouTube chat, youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Football is really back. We got Moonoff in the chat, the legend himself. Shout out to Lane Elliott, Lauren the Better. Why do I insist on betting preseason? Lines are so fucked. We'll get to that in a second. But
are they fucked?
It's preseason.
We already lost an under on the Hall of Fame. Thanks to Josh McDaniels, aka trying to impress the family. I don't know. I mean, I wish I had known he was from Canton. He was just trying to impress his fucking family. Finally, Belichick's not around. He's like, oh, I'm gonna run up the score a little bit. I'm gonna show Dad what I've accomplished.
All right. Before we get to our picks, I think we're gonna give out our 3 favorite NFL preseason bets. It's time for this week's edition of Real Men of Degens.
SGPN presents Real Men of Degens.
Real Men of Degens.
We salute you,
Brody Jackson. That's right. Who is Brody Jackson? Well, he's an 11-year-old little leaguer, 4'11". Plays for the Webb City Little League team. Had his game broadcast on television. Shout out to the great state of Missouri. They were in the Midwest Regional, and for Brody Jackson, they decided to, they interviewed the kids, throw a little fun fact underneath it.
I love that.
Favorite actor/actress, Brody Jackson, 11-year-old. Lists Alexis, Texas. That's right. Adult film star Alexis, Texas.
The best part is they didn't no one caught it. I mean, not that you would catch that, but when you catch it being an odd name.
Yeah, Alexis, Texas sounds like a porn name, and it turns out it is. It is a porn name, so I don't think you should be shocked there.
11 seems a little early, right? I don't know. I guess with the internet nowadays.
Yeah, I mean the kid has a phone. God help us all.
We were by 11. Were we peddling and photocopied Playboys and things like that?
You would just go out to the woods and find some weird magazines. It's a different time, Ryan.
We'll have to talk about the woods at some point in the future.
All right.
Yeah, so we have to don't we just remind people of like the betting staples of the preseason? Because I brought up my preseason betting notes. This is how I organize that. I have a whole card just on betting notes. Well, first note. Week 1 unders. Let's go.
Yes. Autoplay NFL week 1 unders. I think
0-1 with the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah. In general though, since 2019, overs are like 41.2%. So
nice.
Even
data.
Yeah. And that's all preseason games. Week 1, they do set them lower. I think they're slowly catching up, but they
are quite low now.
I do think there is still some value there. So I would get down on all the unders, and if you haven't already, I'll give out my first pick, Ryan. I'm guessing you're going to be on the same page here, but
Is your first pick Harbaugh?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's note number 2.
This is a team pick co-signing the Ravens. You can now get it -3. I still liked it at -3.5, but Ravens at home against the Titans -3 over on win bet. Ravens last 20 games 20-0 in the preseason. Lamar isn't playing, but their backups are pretty legit too.
That's part of why you like them. I mean, quarterback especially.
And I was doing a little thinking on it, and 20-0, and they're also 17-2-1 against the spread. The Ravens are also the number 1 special teams last year, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, of course, Harbaugh, who always has good special teams, is also going to be good in the preseason because one, you have Justin Tucker, right? And they don't have a backup kicker. They don't play backups normally.
Good, yeah.
And just in general, for special teams, there are no backups. Those guys are your starters. So,
well, I also think just in general, if you have well put together special team, like to your point, your starters on, like there will be backup special teams guys because there's going to be a bunch of guys that won't make the team out there. But even the starters for special teams do start. So I would also I would go a step further and say clearly Harbaugh's philosophy on preseason football is winning matters. Also, it matters. Like you said, I had the numbers going all the way back, but yeah, last 20 is exciting. Cause some other notes, cause it's not just him. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Gruden. He was a preseason goat.
We got to get our shit going mental.
Rest in peace, Mike Zimmer. He was a preseason goat. I think the numbers I have on Mike Zimmer were 22 and 7 straight up, which is pretty fucking, and 19 and 10 ATS. So rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to Brian Flores. All of our great bet on guys out of the preseason. So then we're down the list. Guess what? Who's next? Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, let's start with your first pick.
Oh, that was my first pick.
Harbaugh.
Ravens,
are you laying the points?
-3? Yeah. -3 is fine. Even 3.5, I think, is fine. Moonoff has a nice stat in the chat. Ravens scoring 24.8 points per game in the first game of the preseason over the last 6 years. Yeah,
why do you know that?
They're gonna show up. And Ryan, I think you had the and Harbaugh is 40-12 overall, and that even includes a 1-3 start in 2008. So since 2008, where he had a losing season, he's only had one other losing preseason.
Yeah, the numbers overall. Yeah, like
2016, he just decided to start winning every preseason game.
40-12 straight up, and I have 36-15-1 ATS. You had the last 20 ATS, which is good enough to cite. So I'll take the baton because the next guy on my list of the preseason gods, 27, 16-1 against the spread. You know this man as a man who loves football, has a passion for football. Do you know who it is yet? Loves getting into it with his players, loves being one of the guys, also is very interested to know what happened to Building 7.
I was about to play.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. So yeah, we have
the truth is out there for Pete Carroll. I'm seeing Win Bet has it at +3.5. Do we go dog here, Ryan?
Well, I don't. So my initial thought was like, oh no, what am I doing? Why is Mike Tomlin not on my list? First of all, like, did I miss something? Did I screw up something in my notes? But no, I think
Tomlin is good preseason too. He's 34-24. It's
not on this level, and it's definitely
he's 12-4 the last 16.
Straight up. Yeah. This was an ATS trend for Pete Carroll.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was going. Because Tomlin is good at winning, I think we take Seattle with the points here.
I think a lot of people might be getting caught up with Trubisky playing minutes in this game, but I mean, I would argue Drew Lock, Geno Smith, Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky,
this should be a primetime game. I mean, we got multiple camp battles here.
A who's who of not that interested. So yeah, I mean, I think I would be reckless to not say like Seattle +3.5, but really Seattle on the money line +145. It's preseason, guys. I don't know. I mean, I understand that this is a reduced juice +3.5 money line, but come on.
Yeah.
Now, but I'll slam the 3.5. I'll make that the pick.
Okay.
Slam it.
Slam the 3.
So yeah,
and a half.
that was, and just if I don't know if do you have any other coaching based picks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll get
go ahead.
I'll give out my next coaching based pick here in a second. What do we got? Oh, oddstrader.com/Blue Wire. If you haven't gone there, you can shop around, get the best sportsbook promos, best all around information when it comes to injury reports, weather. And I got a nugget on weather as well for the preseason games. Highly recommend going to oddstrader.com/Blue Wire. Oddstrader.com/Blue Wire, your number one site for all your game day bets, live scores, bet tracking, player stats. Again, just go to oddstrader.com/Blue Wire. And Sleeper. You already play fantasy on Sleeper, but now get their over under game. Great for grinding out MLB player props. You can win 2x all the way to 20x the money you put in. The NFL right around the corner. Sleeper is the first sports contest game built into the fantasy experience. So you have your fantasy team right there, and then you can start firing off over under player props. Sleeper.com/SGP, and Sleeper will automatically match your first deposit up to $100. Sleeper.com/SGP on your phone, 100% deposit match up to $100. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. All right, Ryan, my next nugget. What is it? It is Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. Sean McDermott. He's turned into a preseason matters guy. Buffalo 10-5. He's been 10-5 with a 1-3 start in 2017. So 2-2 in 2018, and then on a 7-0 run. They are catching 1.5 points against the Indianapolis Colts. So yeah, I'm all in on Sean McDermott here.
So, but they're catching 1.5.
They're a 1.5 point home dog against the Indianapolis Colts. Love that. I guess I would take the 1.5 actually, just because these preseason games get wonky. So I would take plus 1.5 there. Sean McDermott. Now you could make a case that
is this factoring in no Daboll?
See, now Frank Reich is no slouch himself. He's been on a 7-4 run, but I'm
a little concerned.
I like the home dog angle for the Buffalo Bills. They'll be circling their wagons. Give me and as far as home field advantage in a preseason game, if there's one fan base that's going to show up, there's no off season for this Buffalo Bills team. This is probably the only day they can take their shirts off and it won't feel cold as shit at a home game. They're going to go nuts. So I'm all over the Bills.
Yeah, I guess
you don't like that, Ryan. Wow. Okay.
I'm a little worried that we're breaking in a new play caller.
Your Daboll thing is hilarious.
We're breaking in a new play caller.
All right.
But yeah, I'll take. I like the side. We'll go Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
Any
see.
other good nuggets?
Pulling up the nugget list. All right. Here's my yes. We should be reminding everyone. What do we do with Bill Belichick teams and Andy Reid teams in the preseason? We fade them. I'll make this
really, because I mean I know that was our old adage, but I'm looking at the recent record of Belichick, and he's turned into a preseason guy.
What was his record last year?
3-0, 3-1 before, 3-1 year before. Wow. So he's on a 9-2 run, Ryan.
ATS or straight
up?
All right.
What do you?
I'll
what do you
pull
got
it back
there?
then. I'll pull it. What about Andy Reid?
Andy Reid, he is. I think he's a straight auto fade.
Yeah, all right. We'll stick with that one then.
All right. What do you got, Andy Reid?
I must not have had last year's numbers, but my Belichick numbers don't match yours. But I'll leave it off. Oh no, Andy Reid.
And Belichick is actually 15-7 in week 1. That's pretty crazy. Andy Reid 11-12. Why are you shaking your head?
It was me going down the path of picking the Giants. All right.
Oh no, if you want to take the Giants, I do like the new head coach, got to win a game kind of thing. Daboll coming from the Sean McDermott coaching tree, which seems to matter preseason.
I don't think he's coming from that coaching tree. I mean, he's coached for a lot of people. I don't know if we're giving him.
What do you mean? He just came from Buffalo.
We're giving Sean McVay credit with
Sean McDermott.
Sean McDermott. We're giving him credit. I don't know. All right.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to take
we'll slide down the list.
All right, what else you got there?
All right. So have you seen any of the reports out of Atlanta about playing time in preseason 1?
No.
All right. So I went into the Reddit, and because the angle is we like to get on the vet quarterbacks who are going to be playing, which is kind of what is the reason I brought up the.
Okay. I think we're co-signing on a play here, but what are they saying about Atlanta?
Well, I've not seen anything that suggests that Mariota isn't going to play. I've seen things that suggest he's going to play. And I've seen nothing from the coaching staff that says he's not going to play. So I love taking this Atlanta team against Detroit. Again, I am watching this camp. If there's one team that's going to be a little bit more sore, the meatheads are running the asylum up there in Detroit.
Yeah,
it's a lot of crying. It's a lot of muscles. It's out of control. And I think the reality is Mariota is the best quarterback that we will see play during preseason week 1.
That's a good angle. And then I got a Matt Friedman on Twitter tweeted out this nugget on. He actually ran the numbers on Hard Knocks teams. Hard Knocks teams against the spread 21-31, over under 17-34-1. So I guess although Arthur Smith is 0-3 last year, but I think your point about Mariota coming
Matt
out,
Ryan wasn't playing last. Matt Ryan wasn't obviously playing.
No, I think any sort of one in doubt between picking two teams can't battle. I would look to take the team with quarterbacks in a camp battle, because I think they're going to be playing and they're going to be running out.
Is Goff in a camp battle?
He should be. They're going to be running out like the closest the closest that you can to basically like the closest you can to a first team offense. And I just realized I said Arthur Smith is 0-3 when talking about the Titans. I messed up. I meant to say Mike Vrabel, who is 4-7. So still like the Ravens -3. And then one last nugget. If the kickoff in the game is 90 degrees or higher, the under is 8-1. That's a fun little nugget as well.
What does that mean? 90 the temperature.
Game time kick, 90 degrees or higher. Look to the under. I mean, we're already on the unders, but if you're picking out which under you want to get down on,
I don't understand. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What?
You're not going to bet them all?
No, I am. But I'm just saying, if you decide, hey, I'm scared, I'm not going to play all the unders, maybe look to the ones that are super hot. And the same reason why we like home dogs in Florida, week 1, week 2, or Denver, week 1, week 2. These guys really, play themselves into conditioning. And so
can I give you another play?
Sure. Last play, and then or do you want to make that your lock, Ryan? Because I think it's a good time to close things up, give out our locks.
How about I say 2 nuggets? We'll give out a lock.
Okay.
The first nugget is we are also going to get to see the play calling debut of Joe Judge and/or Matt Patricia tonight.
I know
Thursday night against the New York Giants.
Of the unders, I really like the Patriots Giants under, because everything coming out of that Patriots camp is horrible. I won't slander Daniel Jones, but I think that we could see some ugly football between the Pats and the Giants.
That was not a anti-Giants statement from me, just you.
Okay, just
I think the second. All right, so the big one I would say is I pounded the table for why I love this Raiders team. Why I love this Raiders team to be a team that can compete this year.
Yep.
And for some fucking reason, Josh McDaniels showed out at home in Canton. I love fading him here. I also love fading him. A, the Vikings are catching 3.5 points.
Okay.
B, guess who's going to be playing for the Minnesota Vikings? I think a lot of snaps. Kellen Mond.
Ooh, okay.
Guess who was treated like an absolute piece of shit by the old coaching staff? Kellen Mond.
Yeah.
Guess who's probably has to prove to the new coaching staff that he's worth something to stay on the roster?
And new head coach.
Guess who has a little bit of the what we call legs? Same thing that's going to enable the Ravens quarterbacks to do a little bit more in the preseason. So I actually, it's not until Monday. I just dropped the schedule. Let's see. Oh my goodness, we have all the preseason. This is unbelievable. Too many things to bet on. This game's on Monday, right? Is that true? I wrote down Monday and it seems wrong.
Sunday afternoon, catching 3.5 in Las Vegas.
And then I guess like this is another one where I'm certainly going to play the money line too. I think
my only concern there, and I'm going to co-sign it at 3.5. But aren't we worried that players really won't give a shit? You're in Vegas in a preseason envinement.
No, they're playing for jobs.
Very easy to get dehydrated.
I mean, if there's one thing that you pick up when you listen to whether it's what the positive thing you can learn from Hard Knocks is to very simply like these players are trying to make the team. Like no one's gonna fuck. I think the fuck around story in Vegas is always applicable, but I don't think it matters for the guys who are actually trying to make it. AKA the guys trying to play.
All right, time to lock it up. Our lock is brought to you by IPVanish.com/SGP. Lock up your internet security and get 70% off their annual plan. IPVanish.com/SGP and a 30-day money back guarantee. Ryan, give out your lock for this week.
My lock's going to be Atlanta.
Okay, and right now it's a pick over at WinBet.
Like it's a convergence of a lot of things, right? You fade the Hard Knocks team. You fade the Hard Knocks team that's led by a bunch of goons. That they try to tell this story of Dan Campbell learning how to coach under the great Sean Payton. Sean Payton's a thinking man. Dan Campbell's not thinking a lot. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm going to keep it simple. Just give me the Ravens -3. Lock that up.
I thought you were going to lock up a -180.
No, thank you. And hey, there is still time to donate. Thank you everyone for donating. Help out with draft day. I know Daryl's super appreciated. SG.PN/donate or sportsgamblingpodcast.com/draft day. Links are in there. And I know he really appreciates that. So anything you can do to help him out, I know he really appreciates it, and we appreciate it. And congrats to all the people that won some prizes, some sweet gear. Was an awesome experience. I'm sure we'll be doing it next year. And hey, if you're at the Fantasy Football Expo, hit us up at Twitter at Gambling Podcast. We will be there in Canton, Ohio, doing a bunch of fun stuff. So if you're in Ohio this weekend, hit us up.
The home of Josh. We'll be hanging out with Josh McDaniels' family.
Yes,
celebrating that Hall of Fame game win.
We will be partying with.
We will be on that field though. So that should be fun.
QB Skills Challenge. So stay tuned to our social for seeing Ryan and I in QB Skills Challenge mode.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Bonus Seattle, Minnesota money line parlay.
Kramer, let it ride.